What's going on, guys? It's Coach Noop back in the building with another one. As usual, it's going to be jam packed full of jewels, and your time is always appreciated because you could be doing anything but you heard me checking out these reviews. It's another wild one about a man who tried to kill his wife while they were hiking in Hawaii, and he was unsuccessful, man. Let's get to it.
Time now is 5:35, and new details this morning on the former UPMC doctor accused of trying to kill his wife in Hawaii. Gerhard Koenig made his first court appearance yesterday. Newly released court documents state that the 46-year-old anesthesiologist allegedly attacked his wife while on a hiking trail. It allegedly happened after she refused to take a selfie near the edge of a cliff. His wife told police that he smashed her face into the ground, beating her with a rock nearly a dozen times, and tried to inject her with an unknown liquid. Two nearby hikers helped her get to safety.
Mental health, physical health, spiritual health, decision making, man. Mentally, this was just the wrong thing to do. He wasn't thinking, and if he was thinking with his emotion, man, acting in his feelings. And like I always say, man, women do that, bro. They act, they live off their emotion, bro. And when you do it as a man, it doesn't end well for you because that's not how you design to think, man. You're supposed to be able to be the bigger person and walk away from the problems, man. And give people a chance to like calm down, stuff like that, come back later and talk about it. But anyways, man, he wasn't thinking clear because he just tried to. He got in his feelings off of her saying no to a selfie. It sounds like he already had it like kind of planned out, and his plan didn't wasn't going accordingly or how he wanted it to. So he decided to hit her in the head with a rock a dozen times, and it still didn't work. So then he tried to inject her with some kind of unknown liquid, and that didn't work. And now he's in jail. Bad decision after bad decision, man. And then I don't know what he was thinking because most likely they were going to do an autopsy if she did end up unalive, and they were going to find the needle marks on her arm. And, she's not a junkie or anything. So they were going to question him. They would have found the liquid inside of her and identified it. Like, he just wasn't thinking clear at all, man. He wasn't, the best thing to do is just left because it sounds like he had some type of pent up feelings or something against her anyway. For him to do that off of her saying no to taking a selfie by the edge of the cliff. That's what the report said. So, this dude, he just, man, it was a lousy plan, bro. And the best plan would have been to just get a divorce, bro, if you was planning on doing that and moving on with your life, man. Working on yourself. And, man, there's plenty of women out there that love doctors, man. So you shouldn't have no problem getting one. And it goes to show, like, it don't matter what you do, or how much money you have or nothing like that, bro. If a woman doesn't like you, she just doesn't like you, man. Like, or if things, aren't going how they're supposed to, it's okay to leave, man, instead of trying to take her out. Like, was it for insurance money or something? Like, it's really not even, it doesn't even really make any sense for real.
Always saw him loving with the kids and with her. Seemed very family oriented. I just, like a switch flip. Just, I had no idea,
Yeah, you don't have no idea because you don't know what goes on inside their home, like what they argue about, stuff like that. Of course, they're going to keep up public appearance while they're outside, or if friends or family come over or something like that. So no, you didn't have any idea. And from the sounds of it, she didn't even really have any idea that he was going to do anything like that, man. She didn't know he had a plan to take her out until he tried to execute it.
I wouldn't think that this would be something that he would ever do.
You never know what people are thinking of and what kind of thing that they're capable of at the end of the day. And, you know, of course, you don't think of your friends or something like that, or that they'd do something like that until it happens, because you put it past them, which, you know, he was married, so she didn't even think he would do something like that. And like you said, he was always cool with the kids and cool with her, so he just had on a mask, man. He couldn't hold it any longer, and he showed his true colors when that really happened, man.
And that was a housekeeper for the family. Koenig is charged with second degree attempted murder. He was not able to post his $5 million bond and will be back in court coming up on Monday.
Yeah, $5 million bond, bro. So it's kind of serious, you know. The more money it is, then the more serious the crime is, and they try to make, you know, it so high that you can't post bail, and that's what happened there. And, you know, that decision that he made and how it affected him, and, you know what I'm saying, his wife and his kids. You know, luckily she's still alive, so she could take care of the kids and stuff when she gets better. But this dude, you know, he got to sit in jail, and, you know, he lost his wife either way it goes, you know what I'm saying? So it would have been easier, like I said, just to get a divorce and leave things, like, just let her go, bro. It's easier in the long run, man. Even if it doesn't seem like it, you know, but it really is, though. And you give yourself a chance to stay out of jail, still take care of your kids. So he made a selfish decision. He wasn't thinking about any of that when he was doing that. And now it's too late. Like, I don't think she's going to take him back. She would be crazy to do that. And, you know, he ruined the relationship with his kids, too, because he tried to take their mom out. I don't know how old they are, but when they get old enough, they're definitely going to have some questions for you, man. And, you know, most likely they're not going to want to mess with you like that anymore, bro, because, you know, you try to take their mom out, they don't know what you're capable of or what you're going to try to do, man. Her family, your family, you know, you make a fool out of yourself doing stuff like this, man. It's just crazy, bro. So, you know, just think about what you're going to do, man, before you do it, man, and how it's going to impact you for the rest of your life, man. Especially something crazy like this, bro. Especially off of, like, her telling you no, man. Because you wanted her to take a selfie with you on the edge of a cliff, bro. Like, that's wild, man. Anyways, it's Coach Snoop. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you're digging this kind of content. And your time is always appreciated, because you could be doing anything but you hear me checking out these reviews. Until next time, I'm out.